You keep saying, I should be further by now. But what if I told you you're not failing, you're healing? And healing doesn't always look like growth. Sometimes it looks like survival. It looks like silence. It looks like falling apart in private while still showing up in public. But in the kingdom, healing is still progress. And I believe the Lord wants to release someone from shame today. So let's be real. You feel behind? You feel like you missed it. Like everyone else in this world is accelerating but you. And you're exhausted. And the hardest part about all of this is you're doing all the right things. You're praying, trying to stay in the Word, you're showing up, but nothing feels like it's moving forward. You feel like God is silent. You feel invisible, and the enemy has been right there in your ear saying, you're too slow, you're not strong enough, you missed the window. But I want to remind you today, healing is holy, and it's not something to be rushed, it's something to be honored. In Psalms 147:3 says, He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. That's not a verse we quote enough because we're too busy glorifying hustle. But God doesn't measure your healing by how productive you are. He's not looking for your pace, He is looking for your trust. So even Jesus stepped away from the crowds. Even Jesus rested. He fell asleep in the storm, not because he didn't care, but because he trusted the Father. You can trust, you can rest and still be in purpose. So you're not stuck, you're not lazy, you're not behind. You are being rebuilt. And rebuilding doesn't happen in public. It happens in the secret place. And it's messy. It's slow, but it's sacred. Stop judging your healing by someone else's highlight reel. You don't know what God is growing under the soil of your silence. The enemy would love for you to confuse rest with rebellion. He loved for you to mistake God's silence for abandonment. But hear me today. You are not being punished. You are being protected. You are not being passed over. You are being prepared. In Isaiah 40:29-31 says, He gives strength to the weary, and those who wait on the Lord will renew their strength. Not those who hustle for the Lord, those who wait. Those who rest. You might not feel strong today. You might feel like you're barely getting by. But you're showing up. You're praying, even if it's just a whisper. You're choosing not to quit. That's not weakness. That's warfare. Every time you rest instead of striving, you're choosing to trust. Every time you allow God to touch the places that still ache, you're saying, Lord, have your way. Have your way. You are healing, and heaven celebrates that. So the next time you look at your progress and feel discouraged, ask yourself this: am I growing in rest? Am I letting God tend to what's underneath the surface? Am I choosing healing over hustling? Because that counts. It all counts. You are becoming whole, and you don't need to prove anything to anyone to be valuable in the kingdom. If this word pierced your heart, pause for a moment. Don't scroll. Let God speak into the places you've been pushing down. Comment, I receive it. Share this with someone who feels behind and remind them, you're not failing. You are healing, and healing is holy work.